Another bad one right here. Cop who shot black hero loses job over racist text about shooting. Yeah. Cop who shot a black hero loses job after hateful texts.
Who shot a black hero lost his job after hateful text messages. Mark McNamara, a San Jose police officer, has been exposed after sending a slew of racist text messages about a black hero he shot. That's right, he shot him. And now he has been he actually reportedly resigned from the department. According to a November 3rd press release from San Jose Police Department, McNamara allegedly sent the text message to another department employee who is currently on administrative leave amid an internal investigation. The exchange came after the March 27, 2022 shooting of a community college football player, Keon Green, who is still recovering from his injuries. Details of the shooting. Green was inside La Victoria Taqueria with his friends when a random man walked into the restaurant and threatened the group. The man left the establishment, returned with two other people, and one pulled out a gun, sparking a physical altercation. Green's attorney argued that he was acting in self-defense. He wrestled the gun away from the guy, according to his attorney, who was Dante Pointer, and he told this to the local news, and we got it covered from Atlanta Black Star. So what you see here is a young man who sprang into action to defend himself and others, and was backing away, creating space between him and the gunman who was trying to talk or take the gun back from him, trying to de-escalate the situation. As he was exiting the restaurant with the gun, he was shot multiple times by police. They believed he was linked to a homicide that happened nearby. Green was arrested and transported to a local hospital. When police realized he was not the suspect, they arrested and charged another man. Green filed a lawsuit against the city and the department last year. McNamara was identified as the officer who shot the student athlete. In a text message revealed by the department last week, he spoke about Green a day after the shooting. The N-word, he said, he didn't say N-word, he said the actual word. N-word wanted to carry a gun in the Wild West, not on my watch. Ha ha. He allegedly wrote in a message to another. He also said, I hate black people. Pointer, of course, is the lawyer for Green. Pointer called the dialogue disgusting and vile. According to KGO TV, they are calling for criminal charges to be filed against him and wanted to stop him from being rehired. At one point, McNamara seemingly texted that Green's attorney should be bowing to me and bringing him gifts. Otherwise, he would have lived a life of poverty and crime. Jesus Christ, this is ugly and nasty, but it is the state we find ourselves in. Chief Anthony Mata condemned the messages, adding that his department has no room for racial bias. They found the messages while conducting an unrelated investigation. Green, who spoke for the first time Sunday about the incident, sat by his attorney at a news conference and said, in their opinion, the former officer should face attempted murder and hate crimes. Let me stop right here. The fact that this person is telling the district attorney that someone who shot him multiple times should face attempted murder charges and hate crimes is a no-brainer. Unfortunately, in this country,
a slam dunk.
We know so often that black men get shot by police officers more than anybody else. This is not an opinion, this is a fact. Black men are shot by more than anybody else, whether they're armed or unarmed.
Here's another fact for you. It's a crazy fact, but it's honest to God truth. Look at the statistic. 3 out of 5 grown men that are incarcerated in a federal and state prison are black. And that's the truth.
And then to couple that with the fact that we have the text messages of how this officer feels about not just Green, but all black people, and also thinking that him shooting this young man, this hero who protected himself and others from an armed assailant, should be bowing to him is absolutely disgusting. For sure, but it's also par for the course. We can't say that this is a bad apple. We can't say that this is a mistake. We have to address the fact that this continues to happen in our country, in these United States, so often, Sharon, that we are forced to say that this is the status quo.
Yeah, America, look at your life. And it's so important that we continue to talk about it, no matter the fatigue of everyone else. If anybody should be fatigued, it should be black people in America. But I have to tell you, Mayor, I'll address the easy part first. Chief, you do have room for bias and hate in your department, okay? Because the former officer who was allowed to resign wasn't texting himself, Mayor, okay?
Nope.
And I'm sure when you talk like that, it's not a one-off, okay? You didn't take, I don't know, remember people were taking Ambien and getting in the car and they couldn't remember where they were going? It's not a case of that. It's not a case of that. If I didn't know any better, I would think that this person took an oath, went through the training, all of it, got a weapon, put his hand up, only to hurt black people. I would actually think that, and I think I have a shot at being correct.
I mean, it's not far-fetched when you see how he feels, and we also know the history of policing in this company. I mean, this country, actually, it's the only job in this country where you can kill black men, and because of qualified immunity, most of the time we know that you're not going to be charged with anything, right? It is so commonplace that this does not happen.
I mean, that's why cops get away with wrongfully arresting people,
shooting, killing people,
kidnapping, and raping to get away with the qualified immunity.
It pains me to know how much hate someone has in their heart. This is what Green said. I went in there to help, and I came out there needing help, almost killed. Green added that it's scary to think that McNamara would have shot others or around him. Listen, the scary part about this is this person was arrested not because he shot this man. He was arrested because of the text messages. And the sad part about it is they found his text messages because of another investigation. And like you said, Sharon, this is not small. You don't just out of the blue start texting your coworkers that you hate black people and using the N-word. You don't just text coworkers out of the blue.
Not like that, especially when you're the fact that you're bragging about how you shot that young man
at this moment. But this is absolutely, I guarantee, not the only officer that believes.
Especially that top one said, "Oh man, I wish I killed that N."
That this been brought to this chief's attention that this officer is what they call a bad apple.
Yeah,
Sharon.
Yeah, that part, Mayor, and I was going to go there with the chief again because I don't see a leader here. And maybe it's just because I'm jaded. I've been a reporter too long, but my reporter's spidey sense tells me that these text messages that were found were not just turned over because people have integrity. They were likely turned over because other people saw them that weren't going to keep quiet. Other people knew about them, and it was going to come out anyway. Again, maybe I'm just cynical. A reporter here, but I just want to know a time when black men, black children are going to get the benefit of the doubt. As I look back at you, the mayor of Enfield, North Carolina, I got to tell you, I worry about you. I really worry about you. That could be you. It could be me. It could be any of our loved ones. For what? I'm glad you called him a hero. For what?
Indeed, and that is a wonderful fact to point out to people. Black men continually are brutalized by the system, and in this case, police.
And once again, it's not just black people; it's all kinds of people that get scrutinized and wrongfully profiled by the police because you got police officers think they're judge, jury, and executioner, and think they think they are above the law because they got the badge and qualified immunity. With that said, I'm out here. My peace out.